everyone, my name is Tracy. I'm from Uchinu 2011 and I'm here today to go through a tutorial with you all so that we can fundraise overseas. Raised about $4,600 and so yeah, American dollars. There's so much that can go into Vietnamese charity from abroad, right? The US dollar is worth so much more than the Vietnam dong. So grassroots fundraising means organizing within the community. So we're not talking to corporations, we're not talking to businesses or restaurants or any of that. We're talking to the people within the community. So that means your friends and your family. It's also called direct ask because we are literally knocking on their door. We're not knocking on their door, we're calling their phones and we're asking them directly for money. Well, what are some ways we usually fundraise, right? We do bake sales, we do auctions, we do tabling on the Uchinu sidewalk, we sell toys, we sell gifts, but all of that requires money. Well, guess what? Direct ask fundraising doesn't cost any money. And alright, so why is direct ask fundraising so awesome? Well, like I said, one, it doesn't cost money. Two, we are able to engage people in our work, in our goal, which is to raise money for communities in poverty in Vietnam. So, for example, last year, when we were phone banking my mother in the U.S., I told her about One Heartland, Vietnam, and she told all the ladies at her temple that she goes to every night. And by the end of the week, she said, "Hey Tracy, I got $400 for you from temple." And so, yeah, that was awesome. So this is really an opportunity for us to share with our friends and family what we're doing and why it's meaningful to us and why it's important for us to do this work for the children of Nghệ An, for the children of Vietnam, for the communities who don't have electricity, who don't have jackets to wear in the winter. We care about it and we have to trust that our friends and family will care about it too. Third, if you ask, you will receive. And 90% of the time when I asked my donors, I received. Even if it was $10, even if it was $5, when you ask, people will have something to contribute. And that's the bottom line. And fourth of all, you don't have to chase pledges. What that means is you don't have to, if your friend says, I want to contribute $20, and they never do it, you don't have to go find them, email them, hey, you said you would donate, blah, blah, blah. When we do phone banking, you'll see that we get direct results. When we call our friends and we ask them to donate to One Heartland, we immediately send them the link. We say, here's how you donate, put in your credit card number right now, and we see the money flow directly in. Alright, so a lot of people don't like doing this because it's scary. So let's talk about it. What's so scary about it? Some people say they're not used to asking for money. I mean, as Americans, money's a touchy topic, so we don't usually ask for money. Rejection, we're scared that our friends and family will reject us and be like, what? Oh hell no, I'm not gonna give you money. We're scared of altering our relationships. Like if we call our best friend, we think that it might hurt the friendship and that she might start to avoid your calls because all you do is call her for money. We're scared of harming the relationships we have with our friends and family. And finally, we're scared that our friends and family think that we're only calling for money. But all of that is normal to feel. It's normal to feel scared, normal to feel hesitant. But we gotta remember, we're not only calling for money to buy an iPad, we're calling our friends and family to raise money for a community that's an ethnic minority in Vietnam. Last year, $5,000 bought a whole town an electric generator and over 40 something jackets, really like really thick jackets for the winter. And those are things that we take for granted every day, right? So let's try a test. If you're calling a person and they believe in you and they believe in the issue, what do you think they'll donate? What if they believe in you, but they don't believe in the issue? Do you think they'll donate? Most likely, yes, because they believe in you, they will at least listen to what you have to say, and they will support you because they care about you as a friend or a family member. Alright, so what happens if the person believes in the issue but doesn't really believe in you, or rather, they don't like you? Well, you really have to play that by ear. And if this is like this is your enemy, you might not want to call them. But if it's like your grandmother that hates you or an uncle, well, there might be a chance that he really sympathizes with your issue, the charity, and he will still donate to you. So, you know, this could either go good or bad. And finally, what if the person doesn't believe in the issue and they don't believe in you? Obviously, don't ask them for money. So some things to keep in mind before we try the calls is honesty. When you're calling your friends and family, be honest about what you're doing. You're going to call them and you're going to say, or Skype them, and you'll say, hey, I'm calling you to ask for money. And that's okay, because that's what we're doing. We're asking for money. And you have to be honest so that you're not beating around the bush. You're not updating them with your life for an hour before you get to the point. Just get to it. I'm calling you for money. I'm in Vietnam. I'm doing a charity project. Second of all, empowerment. Remember, we're empowering everyone around us, our friends and family, to be able to contribute to a cause. Oftentimes, people want to contribute, but they're either busy working or they don't have the means of volunteering for the community. So giving money to you is a way that they're helping out. And by asking for money, we're giving them a chance to contribute in our movement, contribute in our goal, contribute in this charity, philanthropy, whatever. We are empowering everyone around us. Abundance. There's plenty of money to go around. Do not assume that your friends are too poor to give money, or that, you know, your neighbor doesn't have enough money to give. Statistics show that lower middle class folks actually donate a lot more than upper class people. So definitely don't assume that people can't give, because assuming makes an ass out of you and me, right? So yeah, definitely ask everyone. So here's what a typical conversation should look like. You call them up, ring, hi, this is your mother. Like, hi mom, this is Tracy. I'm calling from Vietnam. We're doing a charity project, and I'm actually calling to ask for some money, to be honest. And they'll be like, oh, okay, how much you need? So here's the main point. Often people want to help, but they don't know how much you need from them. So they're like, okay, I'll give you 20 bucks. No, you need to tell them how much you need. So it helps when we put it in numbers. So we can start them off and say, well, if you contribute $100, you can actually send 4 kids to go to school. And then usually the person on the other line will either be, that's a little too much for me, I can't do that right now. And you say, it's okay, that's fine. Well, what about $50? You'll send 2 kids to go to school and you'll get them jackets. And they'll be like, yeah, maybe 50's okay. And usually if 50 doesn't work, you can go down to 20 and say, well, I understand you have a budget, but if you contribute $20, you can get one whole kid a jacket for the winter. And usually they're like, okay, well, yeah, I can give up a week's worth of coffee. for a kid to have a jacket for the winter. Yeah, so I hope you all got something out of that tutorial. It's really hard to do it just by filming a tutorial, but just remember that we're doing a lot of good work. We've made a difference in so many kids' lives in Vietnam where they have a lot less privilege than us American students. And so just remember that when you're calling people. I want you all to make a list of 20 names. Everyone write down 20 names on the top of your head, your closest friends, your closest family. Those are the people you're going to call. You're going to get through the list of 20 people. And by the end of your list, you'll be very surprised of how much we'll raise. Within about 2 hours from last year, within 2 hours, we raised $1,600 from phone banking alone. We called some distant friends, we called some close friends, we called our moms and dads. We talked about the issue and we said we need your help, and sometimes all it takes is $10. Those $10 add up. And the local Hanu students can also do this, but just made it with appropriate hours. The UC students, you're going to need to call maybe 11 a.m. in the morning because it'll be 9 p.m. at night or something like that. And for the local Hanu students, you're going to call in the evening around 5 or 6 p.m. because that's when some people get off work. Don't let your hesitancies or your assumptions or your shyness get in the way of all this. Yeah, good luck. And I'm really sorry, I just got off work, so I'm really tired. I look pretty gross, but bye.
오빤 강남 스타일 강남 스타일 낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워져